the day. And today we are in conversation with Tammy Van Dyk, who is the owner of Mother Tea and Company. And we're talking running a health and wellness business. She is already with us in studio. Tammy, let me greet you. How are you?
I'm well, Tandy. How are you doing?
I'm very, very well. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming through. We're welcoming you to the show. And maybe let me give you an opportunity to greet our listeners as well.
Okay, hi, listeners.
Is there anyone specific listening to you?
And my daughter said I shouldn't do shout out to her, but a shout out to my peeps back home.
Tell me, why are you breaking a clear request? But you have to. You're a mom. You don't listen to such instructions. All right, Tammy, let us give you an opportunity to tell us a little bit about who you are as well as how you started Mother Tea and Company.
Okay, I am Tammy Van Dyk, but I like people calling me Tammy. Yes. I'm a mother of three, God-fearing. I got into this business since a very young age. Okay. Like I was always mixing concoctions for myself, stealing the coffee, the sugar with the oil to make a body scrub. And so like I really fell in love with that. But initially, Mother Tea and Company came about like during the pandemic time.
Sure.
And I think when I was in Hogsback visiting there, I saw the shop and I was like, no, this is what I want to do. I want to have a shop with all these natural things in them. Yeah. So.
And you smell lovely. Is that also, you smell like there's a distinct scent that's coming from you. I don't know if it's perfume or it's
it is actually essential oils. I do love it. Yes, it's like,
oh my word, it's like I don't know how to explain how beautiful it is.
Yes. There's a lot of things you can do with the products. Like one, buy many uses.
Okay.
From making body products to using perfume to cleaning the house.
Yes, I was thinking about my house all time.
Just having to smell it all the time.
You know when you go to Choreographed in East London?
Yes. Ooh.
In fact, anyway,
it's the wood
there's
and
that. I don't know what it is. It's something that you just want to take and copy into your house. And your products reminded me of that. You know, it was like, okay, maybe they're using these. Yes. It's so nice. It's really lovely. All right. Now, for someone who doesn't really understand what you offer, tell us a little bit about, what Mother Tea and Company offers in terms of the products themselves.
Okay. Well, there is a very big variety. Like I have different lines in the business. Like I have the CMOS, where that's a very big thing or was a big thing on TikTok.
Okay.
And I have like the natural one. You can make your own one or you can buy the ready-made one.
Okay.
Then the raw product, like my main goal is actually to sell business to someone. Like from my products, you must be able to start up your own type of business.
Sure, to resell.
Yes. Not to resell my product, but to make
your own and sell.
And then
okay,
resell.
Sure.
Yes.
That's like your own thing.
Yes,
own
like
pictures.
from let me help you. Like like there's a very big range. Like when you go to shops, you see body butters, you see this, but do you know what is in the product itself? Like
not
what
really.
if you can't read it, or if you can't read it, should I be putting it on me? Because it all absorbs into your system, and that also is like a very big thing to me. Like you are what you eat, what you put on, what you use, what you smell on a daily basis. So it's like the shea butter, the vinegars to make your own cleaning materials. Like the range is very, very
really
broad.
Wide,
yes.
Broad. For hair, do you have anything for hair?
Yes. Now, the hair thing is very difficult because people want results quickly.
Okay.
And like if you're using something natural, it does take time.
Yes.
But at the end, it's your body growing it itself. Like I have a lot of requests about the hair oil. Like I have the castor oil, which is very good. The pure argan oil. Because you'd go to the shop and you'd pay 300 Rand for argan oil that's, is it really
with other things.
Is it argan oil or is there a drop of argan oil in it? With argan oil is normally the key word.
Yes, actually that's true.
A lot of stuff say
with
it's
bold.
this with, so Mine is the pure one. Yes,
Wow, that is really, really amazing. Now, what do you think is your what is your inspiration? You know, that keeps you going, that keeps you doing this pure natural health products and running this kind of a business. Like, what inspires you to continue?
Okay,
that route?
firstly, I would say God.
Okay.
Reason being, He has blessed us with everything that we need. Why are we going to mix it up with other things? Like, He has given us everything. You know, like the vitamins, the moringa, the supplements itself, all of that. Like, why do we need to
add it to enhance it,
the
to
pharmaceuticals?
increase it?
And then my children, like, I want them to live a healthy lifestyle, and I want to make sure that everything that they take in is pure and natural, you know, so that, and then, yeah, my love for nature. You know, I love being outdoors. I really, really do. And appreciate.
That's so refreshing. Eh?
And appreciate that, like the slow living. I'm going to take a bath now. Let me mix some of this, some of this. This is what I have in the mood for, you know, making my own facial masks. Like most of the time, my lines I sell is stuff that I use myself, you know. Okay. So I am sure that this thing like makes me feel good. I'm sure it's going to make you feel.
Wow, it's so beautiful. And what would you say is because there are other, you know, businesses in the natural space, in the health and wellness kind of a space. What do you think makes Mother T and Company like stand out and different?
Definitely the prices.
The prices. All right.
Definitely the prices. Like I have searched for suppliers.
Okay.
You know,
that's for an
affordable, high quality, you know, that's what you need. Like natural products, I would think should be cheaper than buying something that's been made.
Processed.
Yeah, processed, but it's totally the opposite.
Other way around, yeah.
No, but Mother T like offers you the opportunity to buy a natural raw product at an affordable price.
Wow.
And with that, I do love education. Okay. Like if someone is buying something from me or I'm giving you something, I'm going to give you
a lesson.
All the ways you can use this product. I don't know if you remember.
I did receive overload. I really received them and I was like, okay, I'm probably going to be using this beats by beats because this is like an essay.
Information overload.
Which is really beautiful because sometimes you get stuck with the products, like you don't have ideas how to use them, you don't really know what to put together. So I think it gives you an idea of where to start. I know that in the long run, you can be like once you're used to it, you can.
It's like a recipe.
Yes,
I can tweak it up.
Exactly.
I can
personalize it. Make
maybe
it your
this
own.
to my smoothie. It can do that to it. No, it's not only a tea.
Ne?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's really wonderful. All right, and I did want to ask because people are asking, but who's the mother? Mother T and Co. So I wanted to also give you an opportunity to talk about the name. How did you come up with that name?
Okay. Naturally, that is who I am. If someone asks me, who are you? I am a mother. Not only to my children.
In general.
You know, the aftercare that I run as well. Like, I'm a mother there. In the streets, when we're walking, like, I do feel like children see me as a mother because I'm not going to allow you to do anything. They even say, here comes that auntie.
Okay. You are bringing order.
That is...
where the mother comes from.
The company is my children. Like my daughter has started her own business in slime making, so we add that. We are trying to add that into it. Wow. My son is really into gardening, like him to have his own farming or garden business
landscaping
is what he told me is his goal for this year. So I have to work on that.
Okay. You have to make sure you support mother.
Yes.
The mother must come into effect there.
Yes. Okay. So it's that, and then also like my add-ons is the company, like my suppliers. I also do laser cut things like hearts and crosses and stuff like to promote another small business. So like other small businesses within Mother T also, you know, I'm taking care of them like a mother.
That is really, really, really amazing, Tammy. And when it comes to, if you were to choose one fragrance now, like I don't know if you're gonna say from.
Do that to
yes, I have to. I have to.
Okay.
There has to be one that you say this is your favorite. You know, like from all the fragrances that you've been exposed to and that you've been working with in producing your products and stuff like that. Which one would you say is number one?
Can I choose two?
Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Yes, you can choose two.
The top one from the two would be frankincense.
Frankincense.
Frankincense essential oil.
Okay.
Just hearing it makes you think of a gift from Jesus.
And
One of Jesus's gifts, you know.
Oh, yes. When the three wise men
Yes,
came.
it's a beautiful smell. It's
Ne?
a holy smell, Thandi.
Wow.
It is amazing.
It takes you into the Bible, eh?
And it's good for a lot of things like healing. If you mix it with some aloe vera, it's a natural Botox.
Wow.
It's good for your immune system. You do get a doTERRA brand, which you can actually take in, and it helps fight cancers.
Wow.
It actually, I'm not sure if this is scientifically proven, but I've read
It is
where
said to be.
Yes, that it has like it absorbs the cancer cells, like it eats it, like if you take it in, and that's the brand itself. doTERRA is a very high range, like it's very good because you can take it medicinally and you can use
Apply
it topical.
it.
Yes, so it is really. And then the second one would be rose geranium.
Okay.
Sure.
I don't know what that is. I thought you were going to say rose. I didn't know a rose, but when you add the
Rose
geranium,
is
I don't know.
the most beautiful smell. Like if
Ne?
I'm unfortunately not wearing that now, but
What are you wearing?
I-
You are feeling the whole space, Tammy. You're
It's
overpowering.
it's actually my winter blend that I make.
one that you
yes.
have.
It's
Oh.
a lemon, eucalyptus, and lavender.
Really?
Yes. So it like helps, like when you're feeling grudgy. Yes, and also
lifts you.
yes, also opens up the airways. Like I can smell the pies in Cathcart. So rose geranium is good for your skin. It's good for healing. Like the properties of rose geranium is great. So those two, frankincense and rose geranium,
geranium.
are top.
Wow, I am so blown away. I think when people think about the health and wellness and natural kind of product space, you just, you don't know what's happening. You're not sure,
Yes.
So I think it's so nice to have brands like yours, Mother Tea and Company, that is able to go out and educate and give
Yes.
people that information. Because I think people opt for going to buy store-bought things because they're always right in your face,
yes.
So you just go for that because that's what you know. But I think with more education and exposure, people can then have at least a balance to say, I can choose this, I can choose that, at least. But right now it's like full on just. And tell me, in terms of looking at the business, where would you like to see it in the future in, say, 5-10 years? When you are dreaming and thinking about it and praying about it, where do you see it? Where would you like to see it develop to?
Okay, so I have written down my goals. Like in the next year or two, I do want, with your help, the confidence to go on to the social media platforms.
You're afraid of it. I will tell me.
Really?
Serious.
Nyan. So that's my goal.
Interesting, eh?
That's my goal. Like,
And that's where your money is.
exactly. I'm scared. Like my friends, like, I can kick you. I'm like, no.
And you are such a lively personality. I mean, really, you are the perfect personality for social media, actually.
Just give me the opportunity, but I will get there.
Start practicing, Tammy. Just to keep standing in front of a mirror and just doing your whole 5 minute. I don't know if 5
I'm
minutes
shy
is
of
too long.
myself. I'm joking. No. Okay.
All right. So you want
No,
to get into social media?
And then have a wellness center with mindful meditation incorporated into it.
Okay.
Like there's so many people in the community that are going through much and they don't have places to deal with it. And I think like the making of the products and the meditating, the learning how to deal with anxiety is somewhere where I see Mother Tea and
want to
Company.
move to that space as
And
well.
having my own shop, with the teas, there's like places I look like overseas where I was like, if I could go there, there is
Please
the
don't leave us.
botanicals everywhere, like you can take your own blends and stuff, and they educate you. Like, I would like that, like the education behind the products and
the plants and the natural.
Yes.
Wow, that is really nice. The one for social media, sissy, you need to really,
like I said, with your help,
start practicing.
I'm gonna ask you for guidelines.
For us, it comes naturally. But I will give you some. I'll give you some tips. All right, let's talk about personal care. I mean, being a business owner, running Mother Tea and company, and then also assisting in the community, doing aftercare, all these things that you're doing. How do you take time out to just take care of yourself, like self-care, like in the business? And you're a mother of 3.
Yeah.
I know how hectic that is. So how do you care for yourself?
Okay. I think the part where I make the products, to apply it, that's a physical self-care.
Sure.
But I do take a Sabbath. Okay. And that's normally a Friday for me, like my
it's
day.
Your rest
it's
and to
my
yourself,
day. Because there's no Sunday is not a rest day for moms.
There's no day. There is no day.
So I do take that. And then I have me time, a lot of me time, like not during the day, but early morning,
and evening
or evenings. Like I always kick myself because I'd go to bed late because you wait for the children to be
sleep first.
Settled.
That's why mine go to bed at 7 o'clock.
Tell
1900 hours. I have trained them since they were babies. Otherwise, I would never be able to survive.
At least mine goes to bed at 8. Like they know
it's not that bad. That's for weekends and holidays, and then they can go.
Yeah,
to
I
bed
let
at
them
8.
go wild over the
Oh
holidays.
my word! With no control. Oh, I wouldn't survive.
No, but they're very sweet though, and they also give me the opportunity to be, to have my time. But in the everyday life, I do find the time to appreciate and have that time for myself.
Yeah. And I think it's very important because like in the busyness of life, you could literally end up just being a zombie
and
a robot and lose yourself and be out of touch with yourself because you are so busy and give until you're empty, So I think it's very much important that one prioritizes self-care. And then because it is Youth Month, and it is Youth Month this month, what advice would you give to young people generally? You can talk about business, you can talk about life, you can talk about whatever. Like, what advice would you give to young people listening in today?
I would say it's never too late and it's never too early because we do have a young youth and we do have an older youth. Like, it's never too late to start, like, finishing school or starting something. And for the younger people, it's never too early to think of a skill that you have, to start up a business, to fund yourself, because so many opportunities we lack because we think we don't have education to do it, but we have something in ourselves to get through and like to make money and to help our parents and all of those.
I think that's beautiful. And as we wrap it up, Tammy, what would you say is maybe a client of yours or someone who has used your product, like just give us a good review that you've received? I don't know what maybe stood out for you sometime. It could be years ago or now or whenever, where you were like, I'll never forget this, and this is kind of, it showed you the impact that your business is having on people's lives.
This is actually a confirmation story, like that my business is going to be successful.
Wow.
Now, it was my first time actually selling my business.
Selling your products and stuff.
Yeah.
Or advertising the business itself.
Yes.
Sure.
I used to sell to my family and my friends. So I went out to one of the markets and I met this lady and she came to me and she was like, don't you make a hair oil? And I was just selling the raw products. I'm like, I don't make, but I can.
You can, okay.
I can make it. So she told me like what it is with the daughter, like her hair loss and things. And I went and I did my research and it took me 2 weeks to come up with a formula for this. And I delivered it to her like the next week, she messaged me. She says, "Your product is working. I can feel the speckles of hair coming out of my daughter's head." And I started sobbing. I was like, Lord,
this is a sign.
this is a sign.
Wow.
Yeah.
to keep
So
going on.
it was something
I'm sure it
very
was
beautiful
amazing.
for me.
Yeah. Ish. Tell me, and these are the kind of, like, when you do a business, I think what feeds you the most as the entrepreneur is
Yes.
seeing, the transformation
Yes,
in the lives of the
definitely.
customers. And I think it's above the money and everything else that you do it for.
definitely.
And can you please give us your details? Where do we find you? How do we contact you? How do we place orders? Do you have a WhatsApp number, a Facebook page, whatever?
Okay. So I do my orders through WhatsApp. So you
Okay.
can contact me on 079 455 9659. And you get my price list on there, process orders. I do Pudo, I do deliver locally in Queenstown.
Okay.
And then I do have started a Facebook page, Mother Tea and Co. If you can
didn't
like,
know.
so it can grow. So
Okay.
yeah. On that page, I'm mostly doing like the education of the products, but I will get into adding my products on there.
Okay, yeah. As long as we know where we can actually find you so that we can be able to
Yeah.
support you. Tammy, it has been quite a beautiful conversation. Thank you so much for coming through and sharing so much knowledge with us.
Thank you so much, Tanji, for having me. And thank you to the listeners for listening.
Awesome. All right, that was a beautiful conversation indeed. Having a conversation with Tammy Van Dyk. She's actually Mother Tea and Company founder, and she's running her business Natural Raw Products, essential oils, body butters, body scrubs, like whatever that you can think about that is really done in a natural way, in a natural process. You can be able to contact her, and the easy way is to just go look up her catalog on WhatsApp on 079 455 9659. To also find her on Facebook, on her Facebook page, Mother Tea and Company. Right now, let us do this. Don't go anywhere.